I'm your friendly neighborhood Endman64, and I'm bringing you the next episode of Pokemon Scarlet. In the last episode, we made it to Naranja Academy. We took part in our first homeroom class, and we met up with both Arven and a strange god person named Cassiopeia, who in turn have recruited us to take part in Operation Starfall, and, you know, we're doing whatever Arven's doing. I know what he's doing, but it's kind of hard to explain without breaking into story details, but whatever. But since we were ceremoniously thrown out of the cafeteria last episode, we can pretty much just explore the rest of the school as we see fit. Stop at the school store, we see a book that's open here. There's a book entitled Status Conditions in Catching Pokemon. You want to read it? Sure, why not? Dealing damage to wild Pokemon makes it easier to catch in a Pokeball, and inflicting status conditions on the Pokemon make it easier still. Certain status conditions will provide even better odds of a successful catch than others. Putting a Pokemon to sleep or freezing it, for example, may yield better results than inflicting poison, paralysis, or burn. Really? Paralysis? I thought paralysis usually did the trick. Oh well. There's a book entitled Types and Moves. Sure, why not? You may be familiar with Pokemon that are grass, fire, or water. There are 18 such types in all, and every Pokemon species has at least one type. Some have two. When Pokemon use a move that is the same type as they are, the move's power is increased by 50%. For Pokemon that have two types, moves of either type will receive this increase. There's a book about the Herba Mystica. I know there is, but where could it be? Yeah, Arven took it already, dude. Unless it's this one. The Naranja Academy School Song. Sure, why not? Over Grand Mesa Goza stands our dear Naranja, where we enter as seeds and leave in fruition. Our minds wide as the Creator, for wise educators. To fill with strength, greatness, and tradition, teach us well, O Oranges of Paldea. Cool story, bro. Textbooks are great. I want to kick that kid in the head. Bug types. Bug types eat grass. That's why they're strong against grass types. Good for you, kid. Can I talk to that Team Star person on the other side? Here we are. Have you heard of Team Star? They were a big problem around here. That was a while ago. A while ago? How long have you little bastards been in school? Good lord. When Pokemon terrestrialize, their type becomes their Terra type. That means moves of their Terra type will have their power increased. Moves of the Pokemon's original type will keep their usual power increase as well. For example, if a Pikachu, which is innately electric type, has Steel as its Terra type, then upon terrestrializing it will receive boosts in power for both the Steel type move, Iron Tail, and the electric type move, Thunderbolt. I actually did not know that. I thought it basically just wrecked your typing. Oh well. But terrestrializing is really good for defensive purposes as well as offense, so if you're looking for stuff like that, that is really good. Pokemon natures. Sure, why not? Individual Pokemon have different natures, much as people do. You may be able to get an idea of your Pokemon's nature if you watch how they behave on picnics, whether they run around or nap a lot, for example. Pokemon's natures influence their stats to a degree. For example, Pokemon with adamant natures tend to have their attack stat grow stronger than it would otherwise, while their special attack stat may suffer. Look at this one. I can almost barely reach this one. There's a book entitled Academy Rules and Regulations. Sure, why not? Let's be nerds. Students shall wear their academy-provided uniforms at all times. Hairstyles left to the student's discretion. Students should behave properly and strive not to inconvenience others. During their independent study, students may travel freely throughout the Paldea region. However, the Great Crater of Paldea remains strictly off-limits due to safety hazards. How much you want to bet we're gonna break that rule? I'll bet a nickel. Student registry, cool. It's a thick book, holds a thorough record of Academy students when they attended. Wait, what's this? Some of the recent pages have parts torn out, so you can't read them. Hey, who ripped stuff out? That's uncalled for. Did I know? No, I didn't. All I want to do is read books and have fun, but I can't. And why do they all get to bring out their Pokemon? I can't. See? I'm bashing my button so I could send out a Pokemon, and I'm not allowed to have it out. That's no fun. A magazine? Yeah, I don't need magazines. Magazines are for squares. Now, if you can see here, all of these doors will lead inevitably to additional classes or to additional places throughout the academy. So you don't have to just go up to the main desk to go to places. You can go pretty much anywhere. Oh. I didn't mean to... Yeah, sorry. I don't really care about that. I'm just trying to find stuff about Pokémon. I'm from a small town called Alfanada. There's so many people here at the school. Alfanada's not that small of a town, dude. Nope, I don't need anything about the occult. I'm a good Christian boy. I don't need the occult in my life. Did I miss this one? No, that was a magazine too. Okay, let's go up. One more flight of steps and then we're done. Oh, nope, this is all. Why is most of this book called magazines? Like, what the hell? Hey, Teddy Ursa. There's a book entitled Charcadet's Adventures. Sure. Whatever. Charcadet, the fire child Pokemon, may have been little, but did that stop it from being a mighty hero? Not one bit. When a mean Gengar came along to play tricks and scare people, Charcadet stood tall. Rah! Hi-ya! It cried. But soon, brave little Charcadet got bound up tight in Gengar's long tongue. How could the fire child get out of this mess? Just as things started to grow hazy before Charcadet's eyes, the sound of a voice came. Two paths lie before you, young Charcadet. It said, choose between these two sets of armor and assume your new form so you can defeat Gengar. And sure enough, two sets of armor appeared before Charcadet. That actually is one of the things that you have to know, because Charcadet has two different forms that you can only gain access to through various means. One is available in Violet, one is available in Scarlet. There's a pamphlet entitled Hall of Fame Badges. A record, sure. Our Academy honors students and graduates that achieve outstanding results no matter the field with a Hall of Fame badge. We hope students will be encouraged to follow their passions wherever they may lead. Hall of Fame badge awardees. Sada. That's it, huh? Not even Nimona? Find foods from far away. Sure, why not? Have you chanced upon Pewter Crunchies, the fabled signature dish of Kanto region's Pewter City? These snacks' rugged, brown appearance makes them almost rock-like at first glance. Indeed, Pewter Crunchies were inspired by the rock-type Pokemon for which the Pewter Gym is renowned. Unfortunately, their forbiddingly tough appearance and surprisingly thin flavor have kept them from attaining true popularity. God damn it, Brock. Brock, you had one job. One freaking job. There's a book entitled Galar, A History. Sure. We made for the town of Stowonside, which sits tucked away in the mountains, to study an ancient mural painted upon a wall of rock. But our plans and the mural itself were shattered by an attack from a Kappa-Raja. Yet, behind the mural, what should we find but a pair of Pokemon statues, one bearing a sword, the other a shield. These statues, older than any artifact we'd yet discovered, called into question everything we knew about the legendary hero. Gotta love Pokemon and it's being so full of itself. That's another magazine. Why would I need to learn about occults? Is Pokemon really trying to just piss off Christian parents at this point? There's a book entitled Of People and Pokemon. Sure, why not? Far in the past, humankind and Pokemon lived in mutual fear of one another, but some humans who loved and appreciated Pokemon made an effort to bridge this divide, and gradually the two sides grew closer and found harmony. I liked Harmony. She was a good neighbor of mine. Waka Waka. How come these guys get to keep their Pokemon out? That's not fair. Are they really afraid that I'll just bring out a freaking Charizard and have him eat someone's face? I don't know. Alright, we've done... Have we done enough learning? No, I don't think we have. Let's go take on some classes. In fact, how many classes do we have to take? Let's see. Good morning, Master Mikey. What class would you like to take today? Now, we only have access to 3 classes early on, which is weird, but for the sake of argument, I'm going to take Biology. Would like to take Biology with Mr. Jacques? Yes, I would. Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. So we're going to take a couple of classes, and then we will talk to our girl, Nimona, because, well, apparently the game does not progress if we do not talk to our girl, Nimona. Whatever. Hello, my name's Jacques, and I'll be your Pokemon Biology teacher. In my class, we'll all learn about the various quirks of our beloved Pokemon together. I hope you all come to love Pokemon even more from the things you learn here. In today's class, I'll teach you a great way to get to know Pokemon in more depth. If you'd like to become better friends with your Pokemon, you can let them come out of their Pokeball and walk along with you. Sounds great, huh? You can use the ZR button to throw a Pokeball and let out the Pokemon inside. Nothing cuter than watching your Pokemon run around Thunderfoot, if you ask me. Once you let your Pokemon out, try speaking to them. They're sure to respond in some way. It's a great way to get to know them better. However, letting your Pokemon out of its ball isn't such a great idea in some locations. Can anyone tell me where it is that you shouldn't have your Pokemon walk out along with you? I'll go inside buildings. That seems like the right answer. That's right. Great job, Mikey. I see you did your homework. The correct answer is that we should not walk with our Pokemon indoors. How about that? Some Pokemon might damage walls, desks, and other things walking around inside buildings, so it's not allowed regardless of the species. Except there's like 100 Pokemon walking around the entrance, Mr. Jock, just saying. Therefore, please only let your Pokemon out of their Pokeballs while outdoors. Okay, everyone? I think I see them out and about in classrooms from time to time, but still. Anyway, you may become even closer friends with your Pokemon pals by walking together. Oh, I almost forgot. Keep in mind that you can only walk together with your lead Pokemon. Remember, use the ZR button to throw a ball and let out the Pokemon inside. You'll also want to remember that throwing a ball at a wild Pokemon will start a battle. It looks like that's all the time we have for today. See you all next class. Yes, classes are pretty much just little brief lectures. You will have tests to take, but it's mostly just remembering all of the things you've done in class so far. So for the sake of argument, we are going to continue to just take on a certain different types of classes. So we will do math with Miss Time. I hate math, and math hates me, but for the sake of argument, we're going to take math class because math is important. Unless it's trigonometry, in which case it'll never give you anything in life. Except a bunch of headaches. Hello everyone, nice to meet you. My name's Time, and I will be your math teacher. Not Miss Time, it's just Time. Cool. Sorry to put you all on the spot at the start of class, but let me ask you a quick question. Do you enjoy numbers, arithmetic, and the like? Yeah, no. Oh my. Thank you for your honest responses. Yeah, don't even get me started on math. Some of you may like numbers and some may not. I think that makes a wonderful mix. But no matter your opinion on math, I hope you find yourselves enjoying our lessons together. I'll do my best to find a good way to match up your interests with all types of math lessons. Speaking of which, are you all caught up on your studies of Pokemon type matchups? For example, grass is strong against water, and water is strong against fire, correct? Mikey, you seem to be good with Pokemon, so let me ask you this. Bearing in mind that a water is strong against a fire, if the move Water Gun is hit by a fire-type Pokemon, good God, I can't read. If the move Water Gun hits a fire-type Pokemon, what becomes of the move's damage? It's doubled. That's right. I knew I could count on you for this question, Mikey. Using moves of a type that your opponent is weak to is a super effective tactic. It multiplies the damage of those moves by 2. On the other hand, using moves of a type that your opponent is resistant to isn't very effective. It divides the damage of your moves by 2. Haha, I don't mean to encroach on Miss Dendra's battle studies territory, of course, but I thought it best to use a lively topic as an example. That can make math fun even for those of you who don't like the subject that much, don't you think? Oh my, is that the bell? I suppose that's all for now. What a shame. I'm looking forward to seeing you all in the next class. I hope you're looking forward to it too. I'm not, I can assure you of that. Oh dear. Fortunately, we've got the best class coming up. Miss Dendra. She is the best. Miss Dendra is, of course, the best teacher. It's basically gym class. So let's just go deal with Miss Dendra. She is the best teacher in the world. You'd like battle studies with Miss Dendra? Of course I would. All right, one last class for the day, and then we can go talk to Nimona and get the party going. You know, 'cause we got to get our Pokemon out of their Pokeballs, or else this is just gonna become a really boring school class. Look at that freaking hair. This is definitely Japan. Usu! Say hello to your battle instructor, the one, the only, the hot-blooded Dendra. Usu is a karate thing, by the way. Look it up. Yeah, I did karate. No, it ain't. My age? 25. My hobby? Working out. My type? Well, strong and muscular fighting types, of course. Yeah, I couldn't have figured that out. But whatevs. Hey, look! My boy Don Duck is right next to me. That's all for my introduction. As for my class, this is where you'll get to learn the nitty-gritty of Pokemon battling. We'll start with the basics so that no trainer gets left in the dust, even if you're new to this stuff. Have no fear. Leave it to me and my muscles, and you'll be pros in no time. Let's set our fighting spirits ablaze together. Pokemon have all kinds of attack moves at their disposal, and each move has certain qualities that you'll want to remember. I'm talking about the power, type, and category of these moves. Higher power means more damage, especially if your opponent is weak to that move's type. Heads up, new kid. Question coming your way. There are two categories that attack moves can fall under. Do you know what they are? Moves of light and moves of darkness, physical moves and special moves, moves you love and moves you hate. So we got Kingdom Hearts. We've got... what the hell would this even be? Senpai Simulator? I don't friggin' know. Honey Pop. There you go. Honey Pop. So we got Honey Pop, we got Kingdom Hearts, and we got Pokemon. So let's go with the Pokemon answer. Awesome. You're just as sharp as I expected, new kid. Looks like you'll have a handle of the basics. Anyhow, attack moves are split into two categories, physical and special. Physical moves do more damage the higher your Pokemon's attack stat is. And special moves do more damage the higher your Pokemon's special attack stat is. On the other side of things, Pokemon getting hit by these moves can take less damage by having higher defense or special defense stats, respectively. In conclusion, Pokemon that are good with physical moves should raise their attack stat, and Pokemon that are good with special moves should raise their special attack stat. Try to raise both of these stats equally will just make it hard for the Pokemon to shine in battle. Make your strong points stronger, I always say. That goes for both people and Pokemon. Oh man, I was just about to suggest we do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home. But I guess we're out of time. Well, we'll generally meet for my class here in the schoolyard, even for book learning. Nothing like a little fresh air to make studying more fun, am I right? But class is over for now. Take care, you little rascals. Who the hell calls me a rascal? What's wrong with you? Now you can keep taking these classes as many times as you want until you physically can't anymore. But since we took on a few of them, I see no reason to really dwell on the subject. We took on Arvin, we spoke to the we spoke to Cassiopeia, so we may as well settle things with Nimona. Because apparently the game refuses to let me do anything else if I don't talk to her. Oh my god, look at them legs. And that hair, good lord. Very well, Champion Nimona. I trust you to handle this in my stead. Sure thing. You can count on me. In fact, I bet this is going to be fun. I'm glad to hear it. Good day, then. Oh, pardon me. What is up with that lady's hair, Nimona? Oh, Mikey, hey. She looked awesome. Good eye. She sure is. That lady is, well, they call her La Primera. She's strong. She can do pretty much anything. She's got cool practically coming out her ears. She's basically everything I want to be, or that any Pokemon trainer would want to be, really. Oh, which reminds me. Remember in homeroom when I asked you what your dream is? I can't read for like the 15th time in just this episode. Now, I know you said you want to complete the Pokedex, but hear me out. You should try to reach champion rank like me. I think if I say I don't know, she's gonna punch me. And if she says, yeah, I will, I think she's gonna like French kiss me. And I don't want either of those options, so the only good thing to do is just say, go along with it and try to dodge her kisses. Oh, wow. Hang on, though. I've got a whole spiel I want to give you. Here goes. The trainers who reach champion rank are the ones who raise their Pokemon really strong. They're pro-tier battlers. Their moves keep crowds absolutely on the edge of their seats. You have to prove yourself to the Pokemon League to officially get the title of champion. And to do that, you have to do more than just take classes here. You've got to take on the 8 Pokemon gyms and win so you can collect their gym badges. Once you've done all that, all that's left is a special test, the Champion Assessment. And once you pass that at long last, you'll be a champion. It's every Pokemon trainer's dream, the coolest title anyone could ever hope to get. Not to brag or anything. Even though you were just screaming about it like a banshee. I reached champion rank during our last treasure hunt, you know. Oh, the treasure hunt is a special independent study thing we've got here. Should happen soon. Our last one started not long after the beginning of the school year. It's great! You get to leave school to go have an adventure and learn however you want. I guess you could say my journey to becoming a champion was a treasure I found. Maybe. I don't know yet if that's the answer I'm looking for. Anyway, I've got a feeling I'd be able to get even stronger if you and I were both working at it. Let me go ahead and save the gym locations in your map app in case you decide to go for it. Alright, so we got all of Arvin's stuff saved to our map, and we've got all 8 gym leaders. Alright, the Pokemon gym locations have been added to your map app. Alright, we've got Medali Gym, which is normal, Cascarafa Gym, which is water, Cortando Gym, which is bug, Alfornada Gym, which is psychic, Artisan Gym, which is grass, Levincia Gym, which is electric, Boogie Woogie Woogie, Glacido Gym, which is ice, and Montenevra Gym, which is ghost. You'll notice we've got through, including the Titans and the gyms, we've got 13 of the 18 types covered. Let's see how long it takes for us to get the last 5 covered. Victory Road. That is the challenge we'll be taking. There is no, like, literal Victory Road at this point, though. I will give you that. Give it some thought. And there she goes. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Calling Master Mikey to the director's office, please. Once again, Master Mikey to the director's office, please. Ding dong, ding dong. Oh God, what did I do now? Am I in trouble now? Oh God, what do I do? Oh, great. I gotta go deal with that. Hopefully this will be the last episode of us just shenaniganizingly walking around doing things. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm your friendly neighborhood Endman64. Join me next time when we hopefully get to go out and let our Pokemon stretch their legs. I mean, look at these poor guys. They haven't gotten experience in ages. Poor Doug. Poor Baguette. Poor Skips. Poor Robin. Don Duck's totally fine. He's just fine just puffing out his hair. Until we meet again, my lovelies, sayonara.